1949年完了以后，所有的国民党不是撤到台湾，因为老将军已经过世，所以就剩下他一个人，当然是没有权没有势力这样子。可是他的那些姐妹都很风光，在台北的时候就很风光，所以他就那个故事就讲他。被这些姐妹再邀请，他你来呀，来台北啊，我们就再聚吧，哈，然后去就像开一个大的 party 这样子，然后就把他请过来，所以他一来的时候就突然间觉得自己很脱节，比如说他穿的旗袍都是那种还是国内的以前很长的那种旗袍，可是他们到台湾以后开始都变得很短了，他觉得说好像很土啊。
Really interesting documentary about dance. It was like fan dancing. I think it was really cool to see these two generations, like a student and a teacher, going over this dance, the history of the dance, the importance of the dance, and seeing not only like the dance in action, but seeing both of them and their stylistic takes on it, and seeing them work together to dance. I also really liked the last dance with the younger woman as well. It was really pretty. Like all of it was really, really pretty. I think it was nice to see the story of this passed on through generations, and to see the importance of this, ancient art continued on. And it was just really, really lovely to watch and learn from the piece.
I loved seeing this creative process of oral storytelling, passing down through history, through generations, and then how it manifests in the body and in that storytelling of dance. I personally felt it was kind of sacred to be invited into the room as a viewer for this creative process, and what felt like those first moments of discovery, those first conversations and sparks to let the story unfold, and also getting to hear the dancer's interpretation and feelings of the process and of the story, which she later embodies. It was just beautiful, unconventional framing throughout of its subjects and use of the environment in the dance sequences, where I felt like I wasn't being performed for, but I was just in the room as a witness to the creation. And I was lucky to sneak these hidden glances, these stolen glances from below her on the balcony above at art's evolution and unfolding. And it really manifested, I think, the ideology of the creator of flow and of coming to the piece on the day of and letting it unfold.
There's something about somebody who's trained to be the best at what they do, and like showing you that they're the best at what they do, and like talking about their passion that is contagious. And you're like, yeah, you are the best. Go for it. Talk. And you can see them like they really care about whatever their craft is, and like this is like their thing. That's that feeling you get when you watch somebody like that. Like that's what this film gave me. I was in a trance watching her dance with the fan for that whole sequence. You know what I'm saying? When the camera panned over, even when she wasn't in the frame, like that anticipation of waiting because I was in trance when she was on screen, and also hearing her coming around like up the stairs and down or around, all that, it kept me engaged in a like trance-like state. So yeah, overall, really well done.
I really enjoyed Till Then as a documentary. I thought it just told the story in such a really great way. It was great to sort of sit down on the rehearsal and see the process of the dance and the conversation then between the two performers, and how they were kind of going through the choreography and the meaning behind it. I thought that was really super interesting. I loved kind of hearing the obstacles to the style of dance that the choreographer and artists faced, and kind of how they defined dance in a more creative way than had traditionally been defined, and just how they found the music and they found the story and the meaning. I just found that super interesting and so beautifully told. And I love that at the end we get to see the performance and on camera and with the setting. It was just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I thought this one was really beautiful. You know, it's a very quiet film, and I think that it definitely it feels very you know, meditative. Like I loved all the stillness, and I think it's just gorgeously shot too. Like the cinematography is lovely, the opening shots of the flowers, and you know, all of the pond. I thought that they just really grounded the entire piece and made it super enjoyable. I think that the pacing and the score was also lovely. It wasn't, you know, overdone. The entire thing was very subdued, and I think in its own way, like, really classy. Great job.
It was quite beautiful, and you get this story of this dance that this woman created, and the younger dancer is just sort of eating it up and asking questions, and lovely architecture. Very well shot, very well choreographed. You get to see the younger girl doing her dance. You get to see them doing the dance together in this wonderful temple or church or somewhere. And especially there's this final dance, and I think it may have been improvised, I don't know, where the camera, you know, starts with the dancer and then she leaves and goes out on the balcony and comes around, and it's a wonderfully, almost ghostly, real, I don't know, there's a tension in it. It was really lovely, very improvised, and her improvisation looked choreographed. It was very good. Mostly fan dancing sort of stuff. Overall, I really liked it for what it was.
A powerful dance piece, as well as a powerful conversation between teacher and student. A couple things that stood out to me were the moment where the student expresses that she is having memories come up while performing this piece, because the piece itself seemed to be a memory that her teacher was sharing with her. I was also struck by the use of the fan and how it was almost like a form of punctuation for the dancers and an emotional extension of themselves visually. Another thing that had a big impact on me as the viewer was the concept that dance is a form of movement, just like any other form of movement can be dance. And I think that that is an idea that we can all take with us into our lives as we consider the way that we move and the emotion behind the movements that we take.